Okay, it's time for another Photoshop Friday tutorial. Today we're going to make a YouTube thumbnail. This should be pretty easy, and it shouldn't take that long. So, let's give it a go. First, I'm going to open up a file, which I uploaded to my home folder. Remember, click this PC, then click on your home folder. And I'm going to open it, and it's a picture of me. So I'm going to make a thumbnail for this video. There we go. I took this a couple minutes ago, or it was this morning, over in the other side of the classroom. I'm traveling a lot these days. I've gone from one side of the classroom to the other side. Sometimes I go to the staff lounge, get some water. Anyway, I'm going to need my layers panel, so I'm going to drag that over here so I can see it. And you see we have a background. I'm going to go ahead and unlock it. First thing we want to do is cut me out from the background. So to do that, we usually use the quick select, but since we're in the newest version of Photoshop, they've got the object select tool. Let's go ahead and give it a try, see how it works. It says it's smart enough that if you just click and drag around the object you want, it'll use a computer and figure it out. So let's see. It's thinking right now, it's trying to figure out where I am in the background is, and it's kind of close. It's kind of close. It's not perfect. So to fix it up, we're going to come up here to select and mask. Alright, so you can see it's cut off my finger, but if I just click and drag, I can put my finger back in there. Same with the top of that finger, fix that one. It's confused my hair with the closet in the background. It's no big deal. I just switch to the minus and color out that background. It's picked up some of this table behind me. There we go. So you just click and kind of paint around. That's done a decent job. There's a little bit of darkness in there. There we go. That's pretty good. Then you can come over here to these settings and we can smooth it out a little bit. Smooth that edge. You could feather the edge if you want, which will bring in more of the background. It's up to you. Play with it. Salt it to taste. And when you're finished, click OK. Now you see that there's marching ants all around. I'm going to right click and layer via copy. So now, here we go. We've got me cut out from the background. The background you could turn on and off with the visibility. No big deal. So to be a true YouTube background, we have to have some annoyingly bright color behind us. So let's make a new layer by coming down here and clicking the plus sign. And I'm going to drag it in between the background and me. And then I'm going to grab my paint bucket tool, which should be over here. Yeah, it's underneath of the gradient tool. And then I'm going to go pick some random color. There we go. I'm going to make it as bright as possible. And let's paint it. Perfect. That's really annoying. All right. Then I'm going to go back to my layer where I'm on. I'm going to double click on it to pull up the layer blending options. And then I'm going to come over here to stroke. When you click on stroke, this is going to put an outline around me. Let's change that color to white though. And let's pump it up. And you'll notice that it's cutting into me. We don't want that. So we're going to change its position from the inside to the outside. There we go. Pretty good. The rest of these settings we can leave alone. If you want to do a different color outline, that's fine. Feel free to change it. But I'm going to leave mine at white, because that's what it seems like most YouTube ones are. And come to think of it, this color here is it's just too green. It seems to me like, for some reason, and I'm sure there's some science behind this, YouTube is everything's yellow. There's some yellow. Maybe it shows up, maybe it's the brightest color you can do on a computer, but it definitely grabs people's attention. Next step, we need to put some text on here. So I'm gonna move me over here somewhere, give myself some more room, and I'm gonna make a new layer. On this layer, it's gonna be the text layer. So I'm gonna grab the text tool, just the regular horizontal type tool. Going to choose something. We want it to look YouTubey, so it has to be quality looking, but also not too serious. So this one should do. It was the third thing I saw. Let's change the font to something large. And that is definitely not large enough. So 60 point is not going to cut it. Let's come in and make it 100 point. That's still not large enough. This is a huge file. Let's 300 is about right. There we go. And you know what? I'm going to make it all uppercase. And I'm going to spell thumbnail wrong. If you double click to open up the blending options, if you click on the actual text, it'll open the text. You can double click or right click and go to blending options. And I can give it a glow or a shadow. Let's try. So I'm going to do the same thing here and give it a stroke this time, only this time I'm going to lower the stroke size to something smaller. And that kind of makes it pop off the background. And yeah, it's pretty good. You could tune up things if you want, but that's about it. So for today's assignment, I would like for you to make yourself like you were a YouTuber and you were making a video. Please make it humorous, something that you would make a video about, and just make a thumbnail. You can even throw in some other things, like here I could throw in a YouTube logo. So once I have my logo, I'm going to File, Export. Quick export as a PNG. Come to my folder, click Home folder. Download.